Justo Smoker, 35, pleaded guilty Friday to third-degree murder and 4 newly filed charges in the kidnapping and killing of 18-year-old Linda Stoltzfoos, who was snatched from the street as she walked home from church last year. Smoker, of Paradise Township, had been facing the possibility of the death penalty, but under the plea deal, he avoided that and instead will be looking at a minimum of 35.5 years in prison, and maximum of 71 years that will only start after he completes a sentence for violating parole that could run 17 years. If the parole board assigns the maximum sentence for his previous robbery convictions, he would serve a minimum of 52.5 years and a maximum of 88 years. All of his sentences handed down Friday for the Stoltzfoos case will be served consecutively, meaning one after the other. At the court hearing Friday, several new details were revealed, including that Stoltzfoos suffered vaginal injuries and that Smoker denied sexually assaulting her. As part of Smoker's confession to police, he admitted to strangling Stoltzfoos under his arm, and later with shoelaces before stabbing her once in the neck to make sure she was dead. Smoker also told police he removed her body from its original location after learning from the news that he had buried her not far from her home. He returned 2 days later, wrapped her body in a tarp with duct tape and buried her near his workplace, prosecutors said. Stoltzfoos' parents did not attend the hearing as it would be too painful, relatives said. But a group of other relatives attended and spoke on behalf of the family. Smoker's relatives also attended. Smoker tearfully apologized to the Stoltzfoos and his own family said he was raised better than this. Prosecutors said they entered a plea deal with Smoker because they believe they never would have found her body without his help. Smoker's public defender said he didn't waive all his rights because he was looking for a deal, but rather was trying to do the right thing after the horrendous crime. The judge accepted the plea but expressed concern that his sentence would now be out of the court's hands and instead within the power of the Department of Corrections and Parole Board, who could decide at some point to release him early. Besides the first-degree felony homicide conviction, Smoker also pleaded guilty to felony kidnapping and misdemeanor charges of abuse of a corpse, false imprisonment, possession of an instrument of a crime and 2 counts of tampering with evidence. The abuse of a corpse charge stems from the moving of her body from an initial grave to a second, more secluded site.